All right, everybody. Well, welcome back to the No Quarter Podcast, Idaho's #1 podcast, episode 12. It tickles me every time.
Every
I say
time,
it,
dude. It's so funny. I was just telling Sherry that the other day. I was like, every time we say it, we just all laugh.
We just giggle.
Today's a special one. We
It
have been talking, well, since episode 1, we've been saying how we want to incorporate guests and bring in other local business owners, people of interest, politicians even, anybody that we deem halfway interesting and want to have a conversation with. And today is the first time that we have brought in a guest.
Anybody.
Yeah.
I'm neither of those, politician nor a business owner.
Or a person of interest.
Person of interest.
Well, you're a
pretends.
business owner.
Yeah.
It's
Pretends
important
to be a
for us to
business owner.
support the male stripper community in this area.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, so before we get into introducing Justin, we're going to give you our typical little spiel. One, this podcast is brought to you guys by ShotBlackRifle.com and SimShot HQ. We are out of the SimShot studios here in Meridian, Idaho. As always, please like, follow, comment, share, subscribe. Do all the things that the social
Download.
media people tell you to do because it really does help.
It
We're
does.
trying to grow. Right now, Instagram and YouTube are our fastest growing platforms. But if you listen to us on an audio platform like Spotify or Apple Podcasts or something like that, if you want to click download and follow, that helps us because it'll automatically download the episode every time we post it. So it just helps those stats go up and it helps us plug into the algorithm to reach new listeners. So
And
Fucking do it.
comment.
yeah, engage
And
with
share.
us.
Engage us, yeah,
We
and
probably
share.
need to like put a public like email out or something like that so people can send us ideas or have a way to reach us if they want to come talk with us. I
Yeah.
don't know. That'd probably be a good idea. Sounds professional.
Yeah. I mean, I've only got one really great engagement, like conversation from this podcast.
Yeah.
And it was on the SimShot page. And it's when.
Was that after you went all daddy for
No.
Sig?
Yeah. And the guy's literally, you're
We talked
a
about that
retard.
actually yesterday. Matt Sylvie's like, oh, he was doing your paperwork, filing your paperwork, and he's like, oh, he bought another SIG.
Yeah, shocker.
Who would have
Unbelievable.
thought? Who would have thought?
So anyways, yes, please do all those things. Help us grow. I think we're floating around 600 followers on YouTube. I would love to get us to that 1,000 follower mark on YouTube or subscriber mark on YouTube. And hopefully that can translate over to our other pages. But Rob was given the X login, and I think he's about done with any meta-based social platform.
I need to log on to X
So-
and start
Expect some,
hammering down.
expect some fireworks coming up on the No Quarter Pod X, hopefully pretty soon. Let's get into it. Justin Pearson, what's up, man?
Oh man, hanging in there.
Appreciate you
Glad
coming
to
on.
be here, man. It's I'm the first, right?
You are the
You
first.
are our first outsider.
So for anybody that doesn't know, this is Justin with Laser Blade Engraving. And yeah, it's good to have you on.
I
Finally.
appreciate it, man. Yeah, finally. I figured first one, that way it gets buried. We'll get the get the shit out of the way.
Yeah. If you fuck up real bad, it'll eventually just go away.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's our practice
Exactly.
run.
Yeah.
Say everything lives forever on the internet, but
We'll see how you do. We'll see how the algorithms go.
Yeah. Well, give us a spiel. Tell us about yourself. What do you do? What are you about?
So, I mean, the name's kind of deceiving, but we do engraving. That's what we started out as, was an engraving company. Tried to kick that off, and when you start a new company, you try to figure out where your niche is. What's going to come your way, and it rolled into the gun work. Always been into gun stuff, and
You were automotive prior to that, right?
yeah, I came out of the 4-wheel drive industry.
Okay.
I used to work for a big 4-wheel drive company, and then fell into the gun industry by chance, and had people coming in to a gun shop that I was at, local little shithole.
Is that Sack
And-
Black Rifle?
That's the other shithole.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I had people coming into the shop asking for mods and stuff on their guns. They would, from changing color to stipple and whatnot. I mean, obviously not asking the things that we're doing now. I mean, we've definitely grown, but the common comment there at the shop was, "Oh, send it to Texas, send it to Arizona." Nobody locally did it. And again, coming out of the 4-wheel drive industry, I was like, well, I got no problem fucking shit up. I can't leave nothing alone. You always want to play with it. So fucked up a few friends' guns, several of them. They're out there, every once in a while they'll post something up and I'm like, dude, don't share that, bro.
OG laser blade.
Yeah, they're like, hey, man, I was one of the first. Yeah, we can tell.
It shows.
We can tell.
I've seen way worse though from some of your first work. There's way worse out there.
Yeah,
like you've
and
always taken good care of everybody. And detailed.
Yeah, try to have a standard. I mean, I've always been very detail oriented in everything I do, and it drains on me sometimes. It's kind of stressful because I'm worried what you're getting. I put myself in the customer's shoes and go, okay, would I be happy with this? Is this something? And in return, it's kind of a catch-22 for me because when I have something done by somebody, I'm
hypercritical.
Oh, dude, yeah, man. And with that being said, that's why a lot of shit doesn't get done because I'm like, I can do it myself better.
Yeah.
So we'll set it on the shelf and get to it sometime.
Well, it seems like it's probably one of those things, especially, were you hand stippling early on or have you always been laser?
It's always been laser stippling.
Okay.
I've done all the frame mods and contouring are by hand, the sanding and the finger grooves and the undercuts. But the texturing, at least what I've offered for retail. No, all the buddies guns that I fucked up, that was a lot of hand stippling and then some laser stippling, getting it figured out. But I haven't really offered hand stippling to customers up until the first staccato we did.
Did one of ours,
about 6 months ago, 8 months ago.
But there's a learning curve with all of it, right?
sure.
Like with any business, you're trying to run a business, learning the curves of running a business, learning, the tricks and the trades of the Cerakote and the laser stippling and the undercuts. I mean,
The machining.
It's come a long ways. I mean, you've done so many guns of mine. Matter of fact, my truck gun, my 17, that was earlier on.
That's an OG right
That's an
there,
OG,
man.
and it's totally different than what you're producing now.
That's one of the ones where I'm like, don't share that, Rob.
It looks good, though, man. I love that gun.
I think that was our first business slide cut package on that with serrations. And then, you know what? I mean, I want to tell you thank you. I appreciate the support because you've always been down to like, you're obviously got plenty of guns. Here, fuck this one up. You can have
dude,
it this
try
one.
anything you want to try.
So,
Let's do it. I'm down.
I
Well, that was like the glory of the old P80, the ready to stipple frames or whatever.
Right.
You remember, like it was relatively cheap just to get a
Throwaway
blank
gun.
frame, and you could just practice on them.
Yep.
Yeah, you could actually.
Yeah.
And then you just throw them down on the street in Sacramento and just let the gangbangers get them.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's what I was getting to. Like with that game, I mean, it's really your name that is your brand. I mean, because it's such a personal level of craftsmanship and artisanship. Like when you put that out there, I mean, we think about like Dave Mods or like Risen Gunworks or like even like back in the day, like what was it, the Syndicate or whatever it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like all of those guys, like, it's a product and people are looking at stippling, but you can almost tell who does what gun just by looking at it because everybody has their stylistic
100%.
flares. And,
Yeah.
you're putting that out there and it's like, I look at before it's kind of easy to be like, oh, well, they look this similar, but now I look at a gun, I'm like, oh, that's a laser blade gun. Oh, that's a Risen gun. Oh, that's a Dave gun. You know what I mean? And it's so unique. And I don't know. I appreciate that there are guys out there like what you're talking about who care so much about what goes out because there are so many gun owners who they want to get their gun done, but they don't have 40 or 50 pistols in their, they've got one or two.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's a big percentage. And it's like, if you don't take that level of care, you're giving them something back that now is questionable. You know what I mean? Like it can be a really,
It matters.
It
If you only
matters a
have
lot.
2 pistols and you send one of them out and it gets wrecked, it fucking matters.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Like-
a big investment for some people.
Yeah.
Too, just the guy. I mean, maybe it's just a Glock and it's $500, but I
Right.
mean, not everybody's just got $500 to throw
Straight
out
up.
here and there, and then they're turning around and putting just that much into it. If
Yeah.
not more.
Well, and think about the
sometimes.
time that most of these guys that do what you do, the length of time that it takes to get the product back. So that's one thing where you're very unique in that aspect. I mean, I know
what's your average turnaround? Just out of curiosity.
Right now we're about 3-4 weeks.
Okay.
It really kind of depends on
flow,
the scope of
obviously,
work.
yeah.
and
And how much we're throwing at him and all the stores are throwing at him.
That's awesome because I know there are guys out there, it's like 6 months
Yeah.
yeah.
or longer.
Right. And I've had some projects like that, like the Deadpool guns, man. I mean, those are
Super custom,
extensive.
like
Yeah.
Comic-Con level, builds,
right,
Yeah.
right. And I try to sit down and put some thought into it. I just did a Metallica rifle for a customer, right? And all we did was the engraving on it. And he did a full 308 build. He brought over the upper, the lower, the hand guard, and all the lyrics he wanted. But, you know, most people think, oh, I just engrave that shit. Well, you want to lay it out, man.
Lay it out, yeah.
What you're putting around your selector and your dust cover and the lyrics that go together and stuff. So a lot goes into just planning something like that. So again, those builds kind of get out there. I mean, shit, I think I've had Rob's Prodigy for 4 months now. I think he's probably forgot about it, you know. But,
You have my Prodigy?
you know,
Just slide it this way when you're done with it. If he doesn't remember.
Well, that
He's
was
had
a-
it so long now that the manufacturer's doing what he's doing.
right, for real, right, yeah, you know. But stuff like that, or I'll get people that want, hey, well, can you do this? Can you do that? And I got a bad habit of not saying no.
Mm.
You know, and part of it, I like the challenge. I'm like, you know what? I can figure, especially with the machining right now. You know, that's the new thing that I've taken on is trying to figure that Haas machine out and the programming and the modeling.
Yeah.
And I got all these grandeur ideas in my head. I sit in bed in the morning and go, oh man, this is cool and that. But it's making it happen, putting it together, 3D modeling it. But I will get customers, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? And oh yeah, oh fuck yeah, I'll do it. And then I get it, and now I'm stressed, man. It's like weighing on me. It's like, dude, I gotta
Pressure's on.
yeah, I gotta figure this out, man. You know, and I don't want to have their gun for 6 freaking months.
Right.
Once the 2-3 week mark rolls around, I'm like, this has got to. I
Gotta make something happen.
yeah, you know, like there's sometimes where I'll have because it's me, my wife, and then my daughter. She does all the color now. She's been spraying all the camo colors for over 2 years. But we
She's
only
really
got,
good at it.
Yeah, she's amazing. I get guys that have been to the Cerakote certification. I'm not Cerakote certified. She's not. Is there a benefit to it? I guess, whatever, you know, but who's certified the first Cerakote dude?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but I have guys in the industry, people in the industry that will reach out to me on Instagram or email. Some I know, some I don't. Go, hey, how'd you do this? What colors you used? Da, da. And the last year and a half, my response has been, I don't fucking know. She does. I don't know, man. I lay the single color stuff down.
Sure.
I'll help her out here.
You can
a little bit.
lay an even coat.
Yeah, you know, but I mean, truth be told, she's like, hey, I need 18 grams of this color, and I'm mixing the stuff up, cleaning, and she's going to town and stenciling and stuff on it. So, but yeah,
That's awesome.
It's a family ran business, and I've been taking the machining stuff on now. It's like my new little pet, and I enjoy
you
it.
kind of went balls deep in that one, buddy. Just decided one morning, you know what? I'm gonna put
Machines
I'm
aren't
gonna
cheap.
put. Is it a 4 axis?
That's
Just gotta
Gotta put your fucking balls
you
out
gotta
there,
put your
dude.
balls
You know
out,
what I
man.
mean?
And
No
well,
risk, no reward.
so what we're talking about is Justin woke up one morning and said, "And I'm gonna buy a Haas and put a 3-axis machine in his freaking 3-car garage."
This is the biggest one I could fit, man. They had to tear part of it down. I had about an inch underneath the stinking garage door. They got it in there, and then
It's
had to
fucking
put it all
beautiful
back
though.
together,
Oh,
man.
it's cool.
It's beautiful
Thing's
machine.
badass.
It's cool to look at. I'm still to the point where I make sure and I spray it out at the end of the day and get all the chips out
Yeah.
and stuff. I mean, there's some guys, man, they're running a lot more than me too, you know, but it's like, fuck, they're causing fires in there because all the material built up and stuff. So, and it wasn't really like I just woke up the next morning. Man.
No, no.
So,
You're not quite that impulsive.
I am.
Yeah.
You are.
I might have had like
100%. Yeah.
3 of those fucking things.
No, we because we started in California. You know, like I said, we started at that little shop there, and dudes coming in and they're asking for mods, and I'm like, dude, I'll give it a whirl. And I start looking and find some of the laser stuff on there. Catch my fancy. People are doing some pretty cool stuff. They were doing a lot of color change, and I didn't realize it was a different laser system, and they're doing it on titanium and all this shit. But ended up diving into that, and it took off. And I had the pleasure of telling the little shop I was working for, like, hey, dude, I can't deal with your bullshit and get this off the ground. I'm leaving here at 6:30 at night, staying up till 11 o'clock or so, 12 o'clock, working Saturday and Sunday just to put this stuff out. If this is going to take off, I need to give it 100%.
Commit to
So, yeah, we went for it. And thankfully, my wife had a job. You know, she'd been at the same job for years. So, and that's the other thing. A lot of guys in the industry, a lot of people that do what we do, not many of them do it full time as their sole household income.
Yeah.
Their wife's got good jobs.
Yep.
It's a part-time gig. They take a couple frames in a month
Mm-hmm.
and they do it, which I kind of envy that sometimes, you know. I mean, I got to make
Takes pressure off a little bit.
Yeah, you know.
It's hard being a small business.
right. Yeah. you
People
know.
don't understand.
Oh, I mean,
It takes a lot.
if my wife didn't have a great job, SimShot would not be even nearly as good as it is now. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it does add a lot of pressure to be the sole income. Like my wife does not expect SimShot to bring home the entire income.
Right.
Right. So I get to just grow it. And one day, hopefully, she's gonna be like, all right, fuck this. You know,
Right.
like
I want my own sim shot.
yeah. Or just like she's just gonna end up having to work here and work the books or something.
That'd be
But
amazing.
yeah, that's the end goal.
That's
is
the
to-
dream, man.
I
Yeah.
want to work SimShot to grow so she doesn't work.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
But right now you get to reinvest.
Yeah,
Which is
everything we make, we put right back in.
Yeah.
Well,
Which
the
is a
time
huge
you get to
luxury.
invest is
Yeah.
due to her
Yep.
going and grinding every day, doing
Yeah.
the 9 to 5, man, getting up there and making sure.
Yeah.
But you
Being
don't treat it,
consistent.
you treat SimShot like you do depend on it for your livelihood. You're here.
Oh, I do.
constantly.
Yeah. This is like, if
You know what
this-
I mean?
If this doesn't work, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Like I've gone full fucking in.
I mean, you guys plan your life
You have
around
to.
it. You guys
Yeah.
were on the phone
Yeah.
yesterday figuring out if camping was going to work. I mean, it's not just like this little pet project. It is.
No.
It's a fixture in your life. I think that's what you're talking
Yeah.
about is, once you dive head first and you're dedicated to going, like now I rely on it and it has to succeed.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
But like
Right.
like any business, right? There's ups, there's downs.
Yep,
in
for
the
sure.
swings, they could be massive. Like
Yeah.
right now, the industry is on its head for the gun industry.
Yeah.
All three of my stores,
What's an election year?
they're not doing too hot. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, we're feeling it.
it's the economy's not good right now, and putting everything that you have into a business like what you guys have done, you're supporting your whole household,
Yep.
solely on that, and people don't know the back ends, what it takes to actually run the business.
Yeah.
It could be stressful, and I think what you're doing right now, like trying to get that machine running constantly, it's a little bit less labor intensive, like the framework that you do, which is
Right.
amazing. So the more work that you get with that machine, the better, and
yeah.
I think
Well, it's respectable too. Like people don't always like your average client or customer doesn't necessarily look at you as like, look at everything Justin sacrificed, look at everything he does to make ends meet. Like they look at it as like, oh, this is just what this guy does. This is his job. This is his business.
yeah.
It's very rare that
Must
clients, I mean, we for sure get a lot of
I
the must
love
be
that
nice
shit,
guys.
dude. I love
Must be
that.
nice, and I'm
Must
like, you
be
have no
nice.
idea, bro. My eye twitches
You want my
24/7.
you want my
Right.
fucking payroll?
Just fucking glitching. But
Yeah.
a lot of people don't think about it. It takes the homies and other people who are kind of like in that balls deep situation to be like, fuck yeah, man. Like handle
Yep.
that shit. And I think that's testament to our circle of people, how we're all so invested in making sure other people in our group are successful.
Right.
You know
Bro,
what I
if
mean?
you're successful, I'm champ. I just want to.
Yeah.
If you're successful, I'm super excited.
Oh, that's it.
If
We're
you're,
just cheering.
just everybody. I want
Yeah.
everybody in our circle
Yeah.
to be successful.
Absolutely.
So more of the story is support our homies.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah. If
Always.
you don't have a good clique of people in your life, what the fuck are you even doing?
Right.
Yeah.
And shit seeks its own level, right? Like shit seeks its own level. So surround yourself with people that are fucking.
How long have you been doing
like-minded.
this now? 'Cause you
We've
moved
been
out here in-
over 3 years now. It was 3
Yeah.
years in July.
We caravanned out here.
Yeah, I want to say pushing 7, 8 years.
Yeah.
You know?
Was your beard just as gray when you started?
No, man. No, we were looking at pictures. Yeah, no, man.
It was like jet black at one point.
It wasn't as long.
He's
either.
hitting his
No,
Clooney
man.
phase, man.
Yeah, dude. I will say though, dude, peppered beards.
Does
Makes-
does it make your
making you
wiener wiggle a
moist?
little
Yeah.
bit? or
Not
what?
mine. It makes the women go crazy.
Getting moist over there.
A little bit. Let me fanboy.
So what's next on the laser blade engraving?
Man, really,
What's on the plate? What's
like-
new and coming?
You were saying putting in the time and trying to figure it out. That's what I want to go back to real quick is the circle. That's something you got to work at too.
Yeah.
It just doesn't fall in place, man. There's people that you got to weed out.
Yep.
you
There's a lot of
know,
takers, bro.
Dude, and We had plenty in California. I've now seen a few out here, unfortunately. And we came out here with the mindset of small town. We grew up in a small town in California, and there's still that vibe here. But yeah, your circle, that's something you got to work at. You got to
Totally.
work at, and you got to commit to, man. I
Yep.
mean, and I try to distill that in my kids too. You know, those that support you, you support them. I mean, all my kids, my daughter's got Sim Shot cards and Black Rifle cards at the store that she works. So she sprays for us part-time.
Yeah.
I wish we had enough work to work so she could work 40, 60 hours a week, but we don't. So she
Yeah.
sprays for us part-time. But yeah, her other job, she's like, hey.
I know. I owe her a public
Rifle.
apology. I was supposed to go meet with her to talk about switching SimShot over to who she works for.
Yeah.
And like, she's like, what day works for you? And I'm like, this day, I'm like looking at my calendar on the phone with her, and I'm like, this day totally, I think, is my time. And I could be there probably by like 12 or 12:30. I forgot what time. And then the day of, something happened, and I just fucking squirreled and turned the other way and just went. And
You need a personal assistant.
dude, you have no idea what it's like being this dumb and managing as much as I do. It is so fucking challenging. Like, a little bit of intelligence would have helped me quite a bit in life.
Just a little bit.
But it's like perfect examples. Like,
tad.
I owe her a big apology. So Kimmy, I'm very sorry. I will come see you soon. I promise. But it's
Well, and with that being said, man, you know, and again, the way our circle is, you know, and you know, the people you surround yourself with, you need to be able to be direct and open
Yeah.
with them and
Yeah.
you know, tell them the truth.
Yeah.
And there's certain things that you deal with. So point being, she didn't come to me and be like, hey, you know, Jeremy didn't show up for his appointment.
She totally should have though.
Well, no, well, she came over to spray, and I was excited. So it's a sales job. She has a sales job, and she enjoys it because she gets to help people out. It's a cell phone company she works for. I'm not going to throw the name out there, but I've been using the same cell phone company for years because I finally found a guy that I could trust.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, hey, I could send my kids in and not worry about fucking my plan up,
Yeah.
changing shit, you know,
Yeah.
like that. And so she enjoys doing what she's doing because she's helped a lot of people. They come in, man, and she's saving them money and telling them, and she's honest, hey, you don't need that. It's not worth this. They got you paying for this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Right.
But she came over. I said, hey, how'd it go with Jeremy? She's all, well, he didn't show up. I'm like, what do you mean? She said, I don't know. And that was it. I asked her. She didn't come to me
Yeah.
Yeah.
and complain. And then I messaged her. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
you
well,
know,
that's the
like,
thing. It's too. It's,
and
You're a terrible human being.
dude.
That's really what
Get your
the
shit
moral of the
together.
story.
but you know, the relationship we have is like, hey, dude,
yeah.
what?
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a ball buster. Just like,
No.
hey, because I know you didn't do it on purpose.
No.
but you forgot. And she didn't come to me whining. She wouldn't even have brought it up.
I know.
Yeah.
I wish.
Except I asked, hey, how'd it go?
This is not on her. It's on
Like, it
me.
went fucking great,
100%.
man. Easiest meeting I ever made. Didn't have to say a word.
Yeah. But I wish she would have texted me like 5 minutes after I was supposed to be there,
When-
being like, "Where are you?"
When was this supposed to be?
Oh fuck, I don't remember what day.
So it's been like months?
No.
No, like
No.
last
This is
week.
like last
Oh,
week.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Well,
last
listen,
week.
in your defense, I'll back you up on this one because I actually met with her, but her boss didn't come. So
Right.
her boss left her hanging.
Oh, that sucks.
So
too.
she
Well-
felt super bad. I'm like, don't worry about it. Like
Yeah.
I listened to the whole spill with the other people on the other end.
Yeah.
And we're gonna try to do some things. I'm not gonna be able to switch my whole company because of the camera system that we have.
Right,
It's just too much data.
Yeah.
So
But for us, it would be probably really advantageous, and that's
Yeah.
why I was like, yeah, like
If it's benefiting, and she realized, and that's the thing is, she felt bad. I mean, she calls me up and says, "Hey, I set this meeting up with."
well, I could
Rob
tell she was embarrassed,
a
and I
week-
felt bad for
oh,
her.
extremely.
That's why I was just like, I was totally chill about it.
she's
It's not
so
her
fucking
fault.
sweet too. So it's like,
Well, and they had a change of the guard with the business managers and the new one coming from
Yeah.
Utah. And
Which is a
and
shit
it happened
storm.
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, she calls me up and she's like, "What do I do?" I said, "Well, the good thing is you know Rob personally.
yeah,
Just have the heart to heart with him. Tell him, hey,
yeah.
Yeah.
this is screwed up. I
It worked
she don't
out.
wanna
I got
waste anybody's
educated on some
time.
things that I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know, and then we educated each other on things because I had to dig into our current plan
Yeah.
with our internet
Right, you
provider.
start looking at it. I've been looking at my cell phone bill now and go, what the?
Yeah.
Why is it different every month?
I'm paying for a hotspot that I don't even know where the hotspot is.
I can show you.
No, I know where it's at on my phone, but it's like a device.
Oh.
They never gave me one.
Oh.
and I've been paying for it for like years.
We have one of those with T-Mobile, and what I do is I don't pay the bill unless it's. All right, hear me out. This is fucking
Until
logical.
it shows up in a
this
red
is gonna be
envelope
just like your
in the
car
mail.
registration. So go ahead.
Hear me out. So I have the little box, right?
Yeah.
And the reason we went and got this was so at Boise Black Rifle Range Day, shameless plug, we had good fucking internet to process payments.
Yeah.
It served, I mean, dude, we made so much fucking money last year. And then this year we did good too with that thing. But I only use it like fucking twice a year. So in between, I just fucking don't pay it and they shut it down.
Well-
and then I call them, be like, I don't know what's going on. It's not working.
Boise Black Rifle bought Starlink, so everybody should have.
Dude, did you see Costco's got Starlink on sale
That's
for $2?
fake. It's fake.
Oh man,
fake.
dude! I was gonna
was just-
run in there today after
I
the
was just
podcast. I'm
telling
like,
Sherry, that's
I'm buying-
fake.
Why is it fake?
It's fake. They
So-
don't carry Starlink. It's direct only.
Okay, so somebody posted up a meme. It was like one of those Costco,
Yeah.
Costco deals.
I was
IG
just
pages.
telling Sherry this yesterday. I'm like, did you
Dude,
see
man, that makes me
the
so
Costco
sad.
thing?
Because I've been looking at getting
It's like a half price at Costco.
yeah,
so you
so-
know it's bullshit.
well, they-
$199.
and they lowered their price. It used to be $600 for the hardware. For
yeah,
from Starlink.
I bought the mobile, but the big dish because I didn't know that they were
Right.
coming out with the little mini.
Okay.
And it was like $499.
And so now it's like $400 from Starlink Direct
For all the hardware.
For the hardware. That's
Yeah.
not including the service fees.
Yeah.
So your service fee is like $100 a month. or whatever it
150.
is. So,
Unlimited.
but I was considering. I'm like, that might be a good idea just to have as a backup. Like if my network,
Bro,
my
it is
fiber goes
so
down.
fast.
Yeah.
I've used it now. I'm glad I got it because I got it really for range day after this year when we couldn't find somebody to come out that was reasonable to do it.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah, it doesn't
one of
show
the-
up on Costco's app.
Yeah,
Well,
of
Mama
course,
uses
it's
it too
fake.
now, huh?
well, now, yeah.
Man,
my
that was a
wife
good one.
uses
They
it.
got me so good.
Me
Yeah.
too, because I was legit. I told my wife, I was like, honey, we got to go to Costco this week.
Go down there and get 2 of them.
I wonder how much Costco's paying those pages to like put up things that are like that.
They don't want
get
it.
people in the door.
You know the people like they're going in the door like, oh, it was fake. Oh, but look, there's a hoodie.
Yeah, I don't know that they like it, dude, because you know how many people be pissed because it's half price. It was $199.
Yeah.
$199. That's
Yeah,
a deal. I
that's
was
a
ready to
deal.
go down
That's-
there too.
I
Then started
literally, I was
researching it,
gonna.
and I was like,
I had
this
a
is
plan to
bullshit.
go right after we were done. I was gonna go
That
buy
is so
one.
funny that you bring that up. I just told Sherry this yesterday because she's on all of those pages. You know
Yeah.
what's new and
So
what's
am I.
hot.
Yeah, the
that-
Costco deals or whatever.
I love those
because you
fucking
can get
pages.
some. Honestly, I wasn't even sure if I was gonna get the service. I was just gonna go buy the hardware and then store it. And that way, when they all sold out, let's sell that shit on eBay for like twice or 3 times.
Like
the
buying
money.
PS5
Yeah,
before Christmas.
Exactly.
My man's a businessman. Yeah. Fuck.
Oh, that's so fun. I don't know how we got down that. Oh yeah, we're talking about cell plans.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and keeping your circle tight.
Yeah, keeping
man,
your circle
right.
tight.
So yeah, point. I mean, to be able to call you and be like, hey, dude,
Yeah.
she said you didn't show up,
Yep.
and but raising the kids right too, like I said, my
That's a
kids
big
aren't
deal.
freaking
No.
right, but she didn't bring it up. She wasn't going to say nothing. I asked, just
Yeah.
like I asked, hey, how'd it go with
Yeah.
Rob? She's like, well, at least we got on a Zoom. The business manager wasn't available, but
Yeah.
anyways,
There's also
Happens.
something to be said about that as a parent. That's like a lesson for a parent. Ask your fucking kids how they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ask your fucking kids how they're doing.
yeah.
How was your day?
Everybody knows
How
that
did it
Justin's,
go?
Kids come first. If you know anything about his family,
I'm not sure that's a. I'm not
they
sure that's
come
a
first.
podcast story.
it's good. It's good time.
I'm still on
Yeah.
probation.
I don't know if that. We can tell the story. That's up to you.
I mean, is it all done and settled?
yeah.
I mean, I get until my probation's up, man. I got a year probation.
I mean,
on
they
it.
can't retry you.
Well, that's my question. Is so it's already been done. So now it's like you
Gavel's
could-
been dropped.
You could technically talk about it if you want to tell a story. I'm not saying
No
you have
pressure.
to.
No pressure at all. We can move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Let's just put it this way: Justin's down as fuck.
Yeah, Justin
Justin
cares a whole lot about his
Ride or
kids.
die.
Yeah.
There is
Absolutely.
absolutely no question about your loyalty.
Yeah, or where it lies.
Yeah.
You're the 3 a.m. dude.
I
Like,
got,
you
I got
don't fuck
very
with his
few
kids.
priorities, man.
Yeah. No, but
they're-
that's
they're
it.
one of them.
The fact that you ask your daughter, how was it? What's going on? How was work? Stuff like that. That's fucking huge.
See those relationships.
and I know that's a
man.
tangent, but like it's real important.
But that's
to
how
hit
we
on
win the
that.
next. That's how we win the war. That's how we win the next generation by raising them right. That's how we.
Yeah, you did
that's
not
how
raise.
we win long.
You didn't
term.
raise fucking chicken shit kids at all.
Don't fuck with Matthew either.
No,
No.
he's fucking awesome. Also, shout out to him because Matthew left. I posted the video about our 2-star review that we got from that dickhead the other day.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you know that you are not? I can't respond to that.
No, you only
You
your
can't
shop
respond to
business.
anything
Yeah,
online.
I tried to respond.
Yeah, Justin right away.
Put
Like,
a
where's the
comment
link?
on there, you know.
Yeah, you can't.
Well, we
But,
can't respond to anything on the Johnny Primo page either.
I know. Shots fired.
Oh, sorry, I keep interrupting.
But
you.
I basically said, like, hey, if you've been to SimShot and haven't left us a review, leave us a review. That'd be fucking awesome. And he went up and fucking posted one right away. So
I can't do
appreciate
another.
that.
They won't let you do 2 reviews. I'd have to like edit my.
Edit. Yeah.
So
No, it's all good.
I'm gonna leave you another 2-star.
yeah.
Dude, I got so many responses.
showed up and they were by appointment only.
Dude, I got so many responses. Like, I've been trying to buy a fucking ladies shirt from SimShot for a year, and they just won't make them 2-star
Dude,
review.
I don't know if did I say that to you? Because
Yeah.
Jordan wants to wear a SimShot shirt.
Yeah.
I'm wearing one
that's a
today. It was
mouthful.
clean. It looked fresh, brand new.
I've got one under here.
Do you? Yeah.
You know, I've made it a weird point not to wear SimShot stuff.
I get
It's
that.
weird because I only wear my gear, but it has to be a certain shirt,
Yeah.
and I wear it.
Well, you have a big variety too. Your merch,
We do,
your
but I
merch
would like to
offering is
support
broad.
everybody else.
Yeah, that's
That's the thing.
This is Freedom Guns and Trucks.
Yeah.
Small mom and pop.
just followed
business.
us.
The kid-
Yeah, who is it? They sent me a request on my personal
They're
page, and I
yeah,
didn't
good
answer it
people.
yet.
They're
So.
they're out of Modesto.
Okay, cool.
And again,
I'll add 'em.
the mom stay at home, takes care of the daughters, homeschool the daughters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The husband does EP, and they just started a little line. I came across them like 6-7 years ago at a small gun show in Modesto or whatever down there, and just built a relationship, man. You know, we've done some work for them, but they're good people.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
you know what? I like these people. They
Yep.
they are
Quality.
good people, so I want to support them. But
What-
yeah, shirt wise,
Is it a product line? What's their business?
it is just apparel.
Apparel. Okay.
So they're into the trucks and stuff, man. He's had some pretty cool lifted trucks.
Those
with the
California
big-
brodozers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, just all, and they go to all the truck shows,
SEMA and all that stuff.
and well, the local ones.
Okay, cool.
And they do some fundraisers and stuff like that.
Well, there's no
And-
question about the brand and what they like.
Yeah. No kidding.
Freedom,
Yeah.
guns, trucks.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
mean,
very
there's something to be
deliberate
said
fucking
about-
name.
Yeah.
The branding's on point.
Yeah.
On
But
point.
yeah, same. Yeah, I mean, it's this or I got your shirts,
Yeah.
your shirts.
Do you have merch or apparel? Because I have none.
I've done 2 shirts. The
Apparel's
wife
hard.
just had us get some stickers. You
Hell
know,
yeah.
we got our
Well, now he has a hat company, so or Sherry does at
right,
least.
right.
Sherry, I have nothing to do with it. The only thing
yeah.
I have to do with it, I want to make her a website. I got to get that done.
And it's already blowing up, man. So
Yeah, she's
it's
staying busy as she wants
as
yesterday.
busy as she wants. Exactly.
Yeah, so
If she can get a patch that says "Fast Splits, Big Tits," I will go get a custom hat made right now from her.
I mean, we can have it done.
You can
Yeah,
do a patch for anything.
Or-
that's easy.
What is it? What is the sticker that I posted about the other
and
day?
you need the 0-yard bill drill. Sticker,
0-yard bill drill. So I have a draft of that. I have a graphic designer that I work with. She's
Yeah.
in Florida, but she's like buried to her fucking like chin in shit and businesses from other people. So she has like a Halloween sticker for us and stuff coming, but she drafted up a 0-yard bill
Hell
drill
yeah.
sticker,
Hell
and it's
yeah.
literally just a dude's face getting fucking removed from his fucking face out of a fucking car window, and it's glorious. I make a lot of like prototype draft stickers, but some of them are like, we can't market that as a SimShot thing. Like, I need a separate brand. to
Rob
put-
can market it though.
I should honestly just make fucking dope ass designs and send them to you, and then I'll
just
print
come
them.
Just come up
And
with
you
a
just
sign.
give. I don't even need money. I'll just give them to you to give out to people because Jeremy cannot hand that to a 70-year-old lady. Like, you shoot fast splits, big tits. Here we go. Fuck.
That's the female cold or the cold start reward or whatever the
Yeah.
challenge point.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, speaking of Florida, I'll get into politics a little bit. Man, Ron DeSantis, they're trying to take like I can't remember how many acres of public park, like state ran public park. They want to put golf courses and freaking
The
hotels.
feds do, or
No, the
state.
DeSantis's what's it called? Like his government
His
or whatever.
administration.
Thank you. Administration is what
Yeah.
I was looking for. They're looking to pass legislation so that they can use state ran public park access. It's like hunting access, fishing access. They want to pave it over and put a whole bunch of resorts and stuff, dude. It's like all the conservationists are like, and I'm not talking like global warming conservationists. I'm talking about like hunter conservationists. They're all losing
right,
their
leave
minds.
the fucking public land alone.
Yeah, like leave
people.
leave public land alone.
Yeah.
I'm like DeSantis did some good things, especially during COVID. Like he was just don't mess with us. Like you do you. If you
Leave
want
us the
to,
fuck
if you want to stay
alone.
inside, stay inside. You want to wear a
He
mask,
acted
wear a
as
mask.
governor
Yeah.
should.
Exactly. Just
is what my
you
people
do
want.
you. But man, leave public access
Yeah.
land alone, bro.
I got to look into that.
Hear
Like,
me out.
It's state-owned property or Fed-owned
State.
property?
It's state parks.
State parks.
Devil's
parks.
advocate.
And Utah is doing is there. It's like 1.7 million acres or something crazy like that of federally managed land that they're trying to gain access to, and I think that's more for mining and that kind of stuff. But
A resort with a golf course that you can hunt on while people golf.
Hunting the golfers.
can we hunt? Yeah, well, like what are we hunting?
I don't know.
It's the most dangerous game.
I don't make the fucking rules.
I don't know, but have you guys been to Florida
Yes.
recently, lately, flew over it? Like, there is a lot of like land there. Like, people don't realize how much land
Oh.
is actually in Florida.
Do swamps
And
count?
It's
and
unusable.
swamp, a lot of, and it's
A lot of it.
unusable. It's all swampland.
Yeah, but
So I'd like to see what this plan is because I don't see.
The
I
thing
mean,
is, like the swampland though, like the ecosystem is super diverse and it's a very robust ecosystem.
sure it is.
You know what I mean?
Who
so
the fuck is this guy?
what? Me?
The ecosystem is very robust. Just some words,
Biodome
just
shit
some
right
words
there,
I
man.
never thought I'd hear you say. That's
Hey,
all.
man, I like the outdoors.
No, we have to look into that.
Yeah.
No, that
Like
is
to see-
interesting. Jokes aside, that is fucked up.
I mean, because the feds are cutting off all of our access here.
Dude, okay, you might even know about this. What's going on with that wind project that's supposed to be powering California homes and they're putting it in Idaho?
It's already here.
It's yeah.
It's
no,
already
not-
fucking
not
here. Have you
supposed
driven
be.
over to the
They-
eastern
Is
side
it
of Idaho?
passed and everything?
They're continuing. They're working on expanding.
Oh,
it
it's an
from my-
expansion.
Have you ever
from
driven on
my
the eastern
understanding,
side of
yeah.
Idaho?
I've not seen the wind farm.
Bro, they're everywhere over there.
But they're
And they don't even supply power to here. It's all being
so
sold off.
that's
that shit
already
up.
established. And so
Yes.
what's going on right now is they're trying to expand it.
They're, from my
Because
understanding,
I've seen a whole bunch of
They're
clips
trying to
of-
expand it. Yeah, and they're trying to do a solar farm right out here in Star.
So
Well,
what,
dude, have you seen
Eagle.
the solar? When you're headed out like past Mountain Home, have you seen that fucking solar farm?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
It's big.
And it fucking changes.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
yeah, those things. I mean, I will say the technology is cool. Like those things are incredibly efficient.
If
They
it
don't-
benefits us though,
it doesn't need a
dope.
lot of
Otherwise,
wind to actually start
right.
generating
We're
power.
exporting it, and that's the
yeah.
issue there, man. I mean, this is
think about that. How do you export fucking electricity? They're just running fucking
grid.
like,
The grid, man.
just the fucking grid, bro.
You do it with money. It
That's
costs
why,
money
dude.
to
That's
send it
it's
out.
so
too.
like
They just like press buttons and it
There's
goes
a
up the
whole-
pole
like,
and
I'm not-
fucking straight to Cali.
I'm not very versed on the solar, but I know a couple of guys that have bought solar, had it installed on their house, not the lease back programs.
Yeah, they
Dude,
own
and it's
it.
kind of a fucking scam.
I
This
think
shit is very expensive, right?
Yeah.
You've got to keep the solar panels clean or you're not going to be getting as much
and they degrade.
out of it. They degrade, right? And if you're putting them on your house, you better have somebody that knows what they're doing installing it correctly.
Yep.
If you live in a place where there's a lot of fucking pigeons, dude, the pigeons shit all over them. They get underneath of them, make nests. And I know that there's things that they can do to eliminate a lot of that.
Yeah.
But dude, the true up at the end of the year versus what you're actually getting, I don't know that it's worth it. I see a lot of people here in Idaho putting solar on their homes.
Yeah.
Like my parents want to do it. I'm like, the bills aren't that expensive. The biggest bill I've ever had was last month, and it was almost $300.
Mine was 200 last month. That's
So
the biggest
last
one.
month it was
We hit
289.
Well,
That's pretty
You're
high.
running a lot of machines.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
right.
like, that's a little
different.
And,
Like,
and
yeah,
that
yeah.
was AC set at 68, 24/7, not turned off. And then running the Haas,
just my wife
running the
and I-
compressor, running.
And it was a little bit high. It was 289, but that is the most that it's ever been. I've got friends back in California that are paying over $1,000 a month in PG&E alone.
What?
damn.
PG&E, right?
For like horse ranches?
No.
What?
But then I also have friends that have solar and they still have a bill, this big true up at the end of the year, and it's not really that big of a savings after you've got to pay
investment.
this lease back.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, there was a bunch of grant money going around where they were basically like trying to stimulate that specific
Yeah.
industry, and people were basically getting solar arrays for free.
I don't know. I've got a couple buddies that actually sell solar. I don't really talk to them that often, but I'd like to hear their take on it because I don't think it's really worth it here. If you can't pay for it outright and you're leasing it, they're
Yeah.
putting a lien on your house.
Right.
I just don't think it's worth it, to be honest with you.
Which that doesn't
Not
make
here.
sense. I don't know how you put a lien on a house. Like you can have a lien on the product. If I don't pay for it, take it back
They put a lien on your house.
Well, the lien goes on the house if they don't pay for the product.
and
They're
take
not-
the product back. just repo the product.
We want the
money.
house, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want the
That's-
money because
Like,
what
yeah,
they
that's
sold
all,
it,
it's all BlackRock.
yeah, what they sold it to you for is far
Shout
less
out
than
Larry
what it's
Fink.
worth. They don't want that, they don't want that shit back.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But if the grid does go down, I mean, you all right?
The vast majority of PNW power is all hydropower.
Yeah.
Bro, there's like 4 power companies here in Idaho. I thought it was only Idaho Power.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But if
Yeah.
you go on the eastern
No,
side, there's
yeah,
like
it's-
2 other power companies
Yeah.
on that side.
Yeah.
And it's way cheaper. The
Idaho-
power on that
oh,
side
really?
is way cheaper than it
Idaho
is over
Power
here.
does seem to be okay, but it's because I'm comparing it to PG&E.
Right.
And the standard
any-
isn't very high.
Anything
No, yeah.
compared to
Don't burn
California
down my
is obviously
forest.
cheap.
Don't blow up the street with a gas line.
Yeah, that's all we
What
need.
really bugs me about power in general is how these are public utilities, but they're privately owned. They're for-profit companies
Bro.
that are run as public entities.
Horseshit.
Listen
That's
to
a
this.
bunch of
Dude, it
horseshit.
is, and,
Yep.
and it's legalized monopoly. And that,
Yeah.
Listen to
it's-
this.
Same with the
pisses me off.
jails.
There
Pisses me
is
off.
a freaking a rage on the Capitol in Sacramento today
Really?
over PG&E power bills. PG&E just posted their highest profits ever to date, and it was.
Well, yeah, they haven't set any fires this year
Hold on,
That we know of.
that we know of.
hold on. It $80 million.
Profit.
80 million. Yes,
That's their profit.
that's their profit.
That seems low.
That's. I was gonna say,
They
well,
doubled.
but PG&E doesn't
More than
own the
doubled.
state. It's not the whole state. So I mean, and it's not even really. I'd be curious to know what percentage of the state PG&E services, because in Southern California it's not PG&E, and even in Sacramento,
That's
I mean, there's SMUD.
Smud.
So
SoCal's
yeah,
just like
I'm
Vatos
curious what
Locos
percentage
power.
of the state PG&E is actually servicing.
I think a lot.
Do you?
I think a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I think it's one of the oldest utilities.
Yeah.
For sure. I don't deny that, but I'm just saying they are not the only game in town.
But they are the ones that have all the high high transmission lines,
Yeah.
like all the tower. You know,
So they're leasing a lot of their infrastructure out to other companies, probably.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Until it burned down.
Yeah, I'll tell you this though. I've been on a lot of very large campaign fires, and I've been on a couple of campaign fires that were attributed to PG&E. The start was attributed to PG&E,
for sure.
and regardless of the origin, the resources that company stands up essentially over. I mean, dude, it's incredible to see the amount of trucks, the amount of infrastructure. When you think about how CAL FIRE runs their campaign fires, managing thousands and thousands of different resources that are fighting their fires, PG&E, I would venture to guess, and this isn't factual numbers, but just based off of visual comparison, they are probably standing up a response force equal to what California or CAL FIRE is doing to fight the fire,
I'd like to see
as
those
far
numbers,
as
'cause
getting their
that's-
infrastructure back up and running.
Yeah.
It is incredible. And I can not say from personal experience, but I've definitely heard of other people sneaking into the PG&E yards and going to their food, because damn, their food is awesome when you're out on those fires. I mean, steak, they got full blown like dessert bars from what I've been told.
Allegedly.
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 Thank you,
yeah.
PG&E, for helping my friends.
Yeah. But also fuck you, PG&E, for being fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Bro, their rates have taken
Come
a
get some.
huge hike.
You know, and we've been talking about it too. I've heard that they are working on now billing based off of income instead of based off of usage. And I need to do the research.
I
and
don't
see
think
if
that's true, but I can tell you this. I have a text message from last night. I'm not going to out these people because these are like really, really good friends of mine. I will tell you exactly what his bill was, and I'll tell you exactly what he said. Got my new PG&E bill after going full electric Nazi in my house. I unplugged everything but fridges, lights, fans. So slightly better than the $1,500 that I got last month, but it was $1,056.56.
What
Did-
size?
how many-
What size house?
It's
What's
a
his-
small house.
What's his draw? How much is he actually using?
I don't know. I didn't see this, but he's got a well. He lives on a well because he lives on property, 3 acres. So the well I know draws quite a bit. That's why we don't water our
You could
yards.
easily buy your own array and power your well off of solar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that would
well,
be a
I don't know what the
well- a
startup
worthwhile
would be on the draw because it's a deep well. In California, the wells are super deep,
Yeah.
so it takes a lot more
Well, it does depend on where you're
juice
at,
to
but
get it.
How
But
many
dude,
1,000-watt grow lights is he running?
yeah, right.
That's the question.
That's
yeah.
what he needs to start growing some fucking
For
weed.
real at that price.
You know what I
man.
mean? 1,500 last month to 1,156. Now let me tell you something about this guy. This guy has an amazing income. His wife has an amazing job, works for the state of California. But he says if this continues, they're gonna have to make some life changes inside their home.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Just to pay for the power to keep their lights on.
Yes,
Essentially,
in California.
their fridge is cold and their lights on.
That would fuck my coffee budget
And he says
up.
they're like, I think he said that their house is like at 72 degrees.
That's hot as fuck.
Hot
That's
as
more
fuck.
than some people's mortgages, man.
Yeah.
In states, you know, maybe not.
That's
here in
more than my
California, but
mortgage on my house here. And my rental property here.
Wild, right?
Not combined, but
Yeah.
yeah.
It's wild, man.
That's crazy.
And they make an above average income between the two of them.
Sure.
But they have one's kids in college, so they're paying for that.
Yeah.
They got a kid that just started driving. They're paying huge insurances. I mean, it's just,
$1,500 a month does not make that doesn't compute. For,
does that even make
Yeah.
sense?
No. I mean, seriously, my wires are crossed.
And it's
over
an
that. That
older
is
house,
crazy.
right? But it's on a nice piece of property in a nice area in Northern California.
When you say
And-
older, are we talking like 90s, early thousands,
70s.
I mean, but still,
But
it's
now,
got
he,
modern.
so now
They need
he's
to
gonna
have
have.
somebody come in and
they're gonna
take
have
a
to
look,
come-
Man.
well,
I'm
he-
wondering if he's got a leak
Something's
somewhere, if he's
leaching
leaching
somewhere.
something.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's going to look into it. That I
I
can
think
tell you that.
that would make a lot of sense to me. But I'm curious to know what his draw
Well,
is.
do you remember when
because-
PG&E used to like talk all about phantom electricity use?
No.
You don't? When I was an electrician, I used to get called to residential calls when we were like super slow when the recession hit. So we switched to residential because people need to fix their houses
Are you talking like 08 or later?
around that time.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, I think it was like around 08, 09.
Yeah. I wasn't
And it was like legit. Well, you know, I think I'm using phantom electricity. And I'm just like, what exactly is that then? Explain that to me. And they're just like, well, like if I leave like a lamp plugged in, but I'm not using the lamp, well, that's phantom electricity. And I'm like, I don't think that's fucking how it
I
works.
think you understand.
I'm
physics.
unsure. Yeah, I'm unsure if you know what that means or not.
Man, I wonder how much phantom electricity your Haas uses.
Oh man. all
Turn it
day,
off
right?
and it's just fucking glowing.
Does
I
it-
mean, I think there's probably things that I can unplug. There's all kinds of shit in my house, you know, like especially my shop. Like I leave the fucking air compressor on. I know I got a leak, so every time it leaks down past the 150
It draws.
psi, it's kicking on. You know, got all the shit in the gun vault going, all the dryers and stuff, keeping the moisture out of the gun vault. Like, I mean,
But that's all minimal shit.
I know, but I mean, I'm still looking at it like fuck, $300, $289 this month. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
For just the two of you.
Just the two
For
of us.
just
I mean, we
the-
keep our
No,
house.
that's-
It's rain at 69 year round. You know,
Does Sherry
I mean-
wear sweaters in the house?
dude, she runs hotter than I. Dude, I'm the one that's got a blanket on all
Really?
the time. Yeah, fuck, dude.
I turn my AC down at night. So at 9 p.m., it hits 68 and stays there. And then as the night goes on, it gets colder and colder until 7 a.m. where it kicks back up to 70.
Yeah, I need to get a smart. Well, I think we have a smart freaking thermostat.
There's no way
but-
you don't have a smart thermostat.
Well, I'm sure we do, but I don't. It's not like Wi-Fi to my phone, so I need to go buy a new one. And
It probably has the capability. You just
Probably,
never
just
tapped
don't
into
know.
it.
You have to look at it. Just go
but I
up
mean, we
to
got
it.
the chicken coop running. You know,
I was gonna say, and then you
How
got
much
your
power
shed
does
there's
that
back
nothing in
chicken
there. There's
coop?
just a fan, but
How are those chickens?
the chickens are amazing,
I
dude. I get a
really?
lot of eggs.
Do you?
Yeah,
Next time I see you,
I
bring
wanna
me
get
some
some,
eggs.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'll,
you want
I'll buy
eggs?
them from you.
You guys have
Okay.
enough to sell?
yeah. We've more
They
than
feed
enough.
them back to
Dude,
the chickens.
Dude,
Yeah.
so between me, my wife, and my two kids, we eat like
We buy 5 dozen every 2 weeks.
straight up, dude. We eat so much eggs. And then even it's like when I
Hit-
want a snack,
So do
I'll make
this.
eggs.
You guys are all you and Fall Sherry.
Yeah.
Okay, just hit her up. She handles all that because she like
Banana bread and eggs.
no, she handles
Talk
like
to my wife.
she has like a little subscription with the neighborhood.
Does she?
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I'll trade you guys. I make sourdough. I got it. I'm like that.
You make sourdough?
Dude, I got super
Yeah,
basic.
Sherry
dish,
makes
man.
sourdough.
What's
too,
up,
bro.
dude?
Oh, she does. Dang it. Yeah, I'll bring you guys some sourdough.
No, just hit her up on Instagram because she would love it. Because last night she just ordered new egg cartons
Okay.
and she stamps them with our little
Fuck yeah.
our
Fuck yeah.
Adams of the Lakers
Oh, cool.
seal.
And what just happened right here?
That's cool.
What just happened right here, right now, is all we need to survive if we shut the world down.
We're slowly phasing out the government right here.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
Yeah.
Public
We're doing
enemy
it.
number one. You got sourdough?
Solar sourdough and
Totally.
eggs.
You got eggs? Fuck, dude. That takes care of two of my basic
need a cow.
necessities.
We can make any
Yeah.
part we need. We got
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the business stuff. Are you going to expand the machine stuff? What's your? I know you were talking possibly
man.
getting back into the four wheel.
So like Rob was saying earlier, the framework and stuff like that. I mean, that's what really took off for me and really made the pivot, and we got into the gun stuff.
Yeah, keep this keep this like right in front of your.
So
There you go.
but the issue with the framework is it's me,
Yeah,
you know, and I can't scale that. I can only do so many frames
right.
in a day or a week or so.
He could, but he's afraid to let somebody fuck somebody's gun up. Which,
Yeah.
granted, that's a learning curve.
Sure.
I mean,
So-
and Lisa, my wife, on like the Gen 3s and stuff, she does all the pre-melting
Okay.
for me now and stuff. So kind of going to that, some of the guys with the Gen 3s just sand off the little nubs and grind everything down. We actually go in and melt all the nubs smooth. And
So you
know,
retain the material.
Yeah, you try to keep as much rigidity as possible on there. That way there's minimum removal of material.
Yeah.
But she does that part of it. And then I'm doing all the other sanding, contouring, undercuts, index ramps.
Yeah.
Kimberly's the only other one that I've let sand some frames.
Mm-hmm.
She's very meticulous. Obviously, you can tell by her Cerakote stuff. But again, I can only produce so many frames.
Right.
I've got him working on some things for us,
There's
making some parts for us that I think we're gonna roll out in.
I was gonna say so if there's a cap on the frame stuff, is the machine stuff really where your like
That-
higher level production comes?
100%. We're gonna pivot to more machine work. I want to get to the point to where I can choose what framework I want to do and what I want to bring in, and to the point to where it's going to be full builds. You know, we're going to do your Cerakote, your framework, your machine work, all your upgrades, everything. Otherwise, I don't really want to touch it.
And you have like laser blade engraving frames that you have designed that are yours, right?
You
Not-
mean his pattern? You
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. That's what I mean.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like Josh was saying that there's people out, they have certain lines, you know, you can look at and go, okay, just like in the car build
Yeah.
and, you know, hot rod, and you're like, oh yeah, that's a so-and-so build. That's a so.
Mm-hmm.
Same with framework. There's a lot of things out there that certain people do, but we all in the industry grow from each other too. You know, I mean, that you get certain ideas. Like we talk about Dave Mods. Dude, when I first started, I remember watching some of his YouTube videos,
Mm-hmm.
you know, on doing stuff and trying some of his techniques. And then it evolves into your own.
Yeah.
You know, if you really get into it, some dudes, they just do basic shit, but you
Yeah.
get a lot of dudes, they take it to the next level and they put their little touch on it.
Well, and your niche, which one is it?
Yeah.
Neat.
Drop a comment below on how you pronounce that.
Well, like your niche it's relatively small. The guys who have gotten into it and then gone away, there's a ton of them.
Yep. Yeah.
But the guys who have started doing framework have kind of stood the test of time and still exist.
Yeah.
There's only a small handful that are really worth their salt.
Yeah.
And all of you guys talk to each other.
For the most
For
part.
the
yeah.
most part.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, and I think that's cool. Like, you know, there's obviously like, you know, there's probably some like customer loyalty, and that's great. But like, to have the ability and the humility to learn from each other, to be like, hey, you know, how do you solve this problem, or you know, check this out, or
yeah, we
whatever.
definitely got some closed forums. And
Yeah,
stuff. For example, letting the cat out of the bag, Glock's changing their polymer on their frames,
oh,
and it's not very laser friendly.
interesting.
And so started a little group. Guys are chatting back and forth, playing with settings and this and that. So yeah, we talk for the most part. Support each other. I've done some work with Dave Mods
Mhm.
up there. I've bought parts from Rocket City. Good dude.
Yeah,
We chat.
good
Risen.
Yep.
You know, him and I
Josh Preston over
have
there.
chatted a few times. It's been a while, you know. But then laser and wise, we only laser the black frames on the Glocks. We don't do the colored frames.
Yeah.
They just the 19Xs can be done. I prefer not to. It's very time consuming. It's different. So I've referred out. Hey man, you should send this out to this dude to have him hand stipple it.
Yeah.
This guy is
Yeah.
legit good dude and stuff. But yeah, back to the framework. Just trying to scale that. It's just not there. And I ended up with the Haas because when we were out in California, I found a machine shop that would do the optic cuts for us.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was offering that to the customers. He was giving me a wholesale price, and I would handle the back and forth and the finishing and stuff. And I started seeing, well, man, I'm giving this guy a good chunk of money every month.
Yeah.
I can afford to make a payment on this thing.
Yeah.
So
Just
when
by what you're giving him.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So we moved out here, brought the Haas in, and shit, that thing's set for 6 months. I didn't know how to use it. I just knew I wanted one. So
Well, it's like you look at it and you're like, how do I hit go?
well, and that's it. Yeah, man. You want to turn wheels on a lathe and this and that manually. I can work my way around that. But this thing, it's like you got to talk to the computer in this software to make the picture of it. And then you got to move it to this software to tell it how to cut it. And then you got to put it on this little fucking stick. And you stick it in the machine there and you push this green button and you pray to God you didn't fuck anything up, man.
Just like standing there looking at it, sweating, like,
Oh,
Yeah.
well, so
okay, here we go.
And these guys that do it well are fluent. I mean, it's amazing to watch them. They're like, oh, wait, there's this little corner that's chamfered just slightly and they're like, okay, yeah, we're good.
Oh, and legit dudes
it's
do
incredible.
it on the controller.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm still going back to my model and changing my program, my feature. I mean, they're making adjustments
On the fly.
right. Yeah, right there on the controller. Like, oh, hang on, let's pause that, or oh, that don't sound right. Let me bump up the feed rate here just a little bit. Get that thing whipping it out 7,000 RPMs. You know, right there at it. And I'm not at that level yet.
Yeah. They'll know, like, if you see chatter with one bit, they'll know like what RPM to back it down to or take it up to. It's incredible watching some of these. I had no clue.
At some point, you're going to get to a place where you're going to need to hire somebody that actually knows how to program, right?
A machinist.
And knows how to run it. Well, you got a program and a
Yeah.
machinist. So you're going to get to that level, and I can't wait to see it because the things that we've turned out over the years that we've been in business together, partnership really together. I've been through how many Cerakoters? You're the longest lasting one of them all. Cerakoters, they're fly by night, almost all of them.
Very few do that. Like
They come from the
full-time,
auto
legit,
industry,
like, we're
and
gonna
you
do
can
this.
imagine there's very few good painters in the auto industry, right?
Yeah.
You can have somebody that works for like Collision Center. We
Right.
won't use the real name, but the big
Yeah.
Collision Center. Those guys are fucking hacks, most of them. A good painter is worth his weight in gold. You know what I mean? And that's why a paint job on a nice truck like mine or your car costs 30
Well, and a
fucking
good body
grand.
man makes a good painter. too.
Good body man.
There's
They go hand in hand. But so all these guys that went from the auto industry thought that they could make a quick buck in the Cerakote industry working on guns. They've always been just so flighty.
right.
And I've been through my fair share. And when he said he was going to start doing it, I was like, let's go. Let's
Yeah.
do this.
Because we were subbing that out. I
Yeah.
was subbing the machine work, and I was
Exactly.
subbing the Cerakote out.
Yep. And he was just doing the laser and the modeling of the frames. And I kind of was like, hey, I think multiple people were telling you, hey, you need to just do this yourself.
Yeah.
And then you self-taught yourself.
Well, and what? So with the slide work, I seen the money. I'm like, man, and I've always liked to make shit. I'm like, dude, I could do some pretty cool shit with a CNC if I had one.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't that easy. I thought it was.
Yeah.
Get that fucker out and make some cool shit.
Just a little cut here.
And I'm giving this guy money to do it already. So I'm like, hey, this will pay for it. But the Cerakote was a little bit different because we were subbing that out, and it was coming back, and I had no control of the return time.
Yeah.
And I was getting the same. 2 weeks. Here's week number 4. It hadn't come back, or it comes back and it wasn't what I wanted.
Yeah.
Right.
It wasn't what I envisioned. It wasn't what the customer and I had spoke about. So I didn't like that stress of looking like a fucking idiot in front of the customer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look like I'm a damn amateur. So that's why we really,
because
took
of the
that in.
Cerakote or Cerakoting it, and then you've got to put it back together after you're done with it. You know what I mean? It's like it's just best that you do everything now in-house yourself, because you could fix it. If there's something not right, you could strip it back down and do it, do it over.
Oh, 100%.
Make sure everything fits. And if it doesn't, then you start all over again. And that's big. For us, that was a huge. We even grew our book a business, obviously being a drop-off spot for your customers. There are customers also. We're turning our customers into
both.
you.
Mine, we get a lot of California customers now
get a
that
lot of
just go to the
crossover.
Sac store.
Yep. So I think that was awesome. Not saying that, because JEC, we were doing a lot of Cerakote with him, and he was actually really good when he was focused on that, and now he's moved to Hawaii doing his other stuff. But,
Ice cream.
He's doing ice cream now. But, it's just awesome how this has evolved, and hopefully you'll get somebody that you can trust. You can teach them to do the stippling. You could teach them to do the modeling of that, and you can do machine work.
Yeah, going back to the stippling, again, the goal on that is I want to just kind of pick and choose and do it for the homies, do some really dope builds for the stores and some fundraiser stuff, like we just did for Old State Saloon. We give a lot, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I enjoy doing that, man. I mean,
But it comes at a cost that people don't know.
Right.
Everybody's looking for a handout.
Right.
Everybody's walking around like this. Hey, what can you do for me?
Yeah, exactly.
So what can you do for us? You can support us in this room.
Hey, you guys want to donate? You guys want to donate? Like, dude, all the time.
Well, we used to, I used to say yes to everybody, and we still do a lot, but, not to sound greedy or whatever, but I look at it now as like, what am I going to get in return?
100%.
Because everybody wants a discount, right?
Yeah.
Everybody wants a discount. It's like, dude, do you guys know how much we support
Yeah.
other things in the community? If I keep giving everybody a discount, I don't have the money left at the end of the month
To do that.
to do a giveaway or to give to this charity or to do this. So
There's no correlation.
stop asking for discounts.
There's no correlation. It's like, oh, it's just you're charging me less. It's like, no, we're making less, which means, what I mean? They don't take that small discount.
We're already on such small margins.
Yeah, they don't
At the end
understand
of the
how
day,
that amortizes out
rent,
across.
insurance, payroll tax, all of it.
Yeah.
All of it. My biggest expenditures every single month is payroll tax, and insurance.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's a massive amount of numbers.
Dude, Jordan and I were talking about that, and she's like, oh, well, what if you could get, I'm like, I only buy gun stuff from Rob. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it.
Yep.
and I
what I
appreciate that. It's important. That's
It's just,
100. That's
you understand how it goes. And I do hope that other good companies in our space have customers that are that loyal. You know what I mean?
well, and we need. They should be. That's the thing. I mean, I'm loyal to a fault at times, man, and it's come
I think
back
we all are here.
to
Enter probation officer.
it's come back to bite me in the ass a few times. But yeah, all my gun stuff is from all Rob's store. All my knife stuff, EDC Specialties, man. That's a plug for them. Those are my boys, man.
Yeah.
But if I'm buying a knife, I'm buying it from EDC Specialties.
Yep.
If they don't carry the knife I don't want, I'm not buying the knife.
Yeah.
The clothes we were talking about, man. I buy clothes from people I know. I want to support them. I don't go shop for clothes. I mean, I buy my pants. Somebody needs to make pants.
I'm
I'll
a
buy
sucker
their
for
fucking
Costco.
pants. Well, yeah, you get a sweatshirt, there's that, but you drop a new sweatshirt, you drop a new hat. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna support that. I mean, I make sure when I go out,
You're a billboard for your homies.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
I mean, the everything I wear, every hat that I have, is 90% of them are Black Rifle, whether it's Sac, Spark, or Boise.
Yeah.
But I got a Miso Customs hat. Turned out to be a customer of mine. Dude does dope Toyota stuff, man. He's building a SEMA truck.
Sick.
Dude, Tacoma with a Hellcat motor in it.
Oh, cool.
Nasty.
It
Okay,
probably goes.
Right. But he came to me, Northern California,
Yep.
sent me some gun stuff. We did some M81. That was some of the first M81 that
Hell
Kimberly
yeah.
did. Came out
God's
pretty dope.
glad.
But it's return business. He's sending us his King shocks, and we're gonna black multicam his Kings with triple bypass remote. I mean, dude,
That'll pop.
But he's supporting us.
Mm-hmm.
I support him. Anybody I know that's got a Tacoma, Toyota, whatever, I'm like, hey, you seen Miso Customs? Check, dude. He makes parts for it.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to do as a community, man. We need to be loyal. You got this big box store that just opened up, Shields, I'm sorry, over there. And great store, you know. I mean, they carry everything.
Everything.
But dude, we walked in there. I'm sorry, I'm going on a rant, man.
No,
We
let
went
it
in
out.
there, we
Ran
went into-
away.
We
We
went
need
into
one.
the gun room, right, just to check stuff out. And everywhere I go, if they got a gun shop, we're gonna go in there. We're gonna check it out. And I'm over there checking out the high end Atlases and Staccatos. And don't get, they had like all the models, man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, that fucker's like $8,000, right? This is Rob's had a couple of them. They fucking go. They had it sitting there on the shelf. So I'm checking it out. Salesman, oh, you want to check it out? Yeah. Hands me this thing. Well, first he's like, yeah, it's clear. He said, yeah, pull the trigger on it. I'm like, holy
Bro,
shit,
I
this
just
is
posted
like,
about this morning.
I seen that, man, and it's like, holy shit, you know, they just they
Six,
don't
seven,
care.
$8,000 guns, and they're letting people fucking finger blast these things. Dude, we don't let a fucking magazine
Oh, it's got
in
1,000
the magazine
dry
well
fires on it already.
in my Staccatos, any of our high-end 1911s, any of our high-end 2011s. There's not a magazine anywhere that anybody could put in the mag well, and you're definitely not fucking dropping the slide. You're not dropping the trigger on that gun. You're going to get an unmolested gun from Boise Black Rifle, Sacramento Black Rifle, or Sparks Black Rifle when you buy one of those. You're not going to go to this big box store where they don't give a shit.
And that's
so
funny, you know,
honestly, I
you're
think
going to
that-
be taken care of.
Yeah.
you
I
know?
think it's honestly a
Being
benefit.
loyal.
So go to Shields, go finger blast
Oh,
everything
yeah.
over there,
Yeah.
and then come and buy it from
Go
Rob.
play
But
with
people
their,
get
go
caught
play with
up.
their
People
used
get caught
gun.
up. They want to
Yeah.
go use their Shields points. They want to use the credit card, you know, whatever. I get it. It's a great model.
Right.
But dude, if you're buying one of those guns, you are not doing that at one of our shops. We have
Yeah.
demo guns. If you want to pull the trigger on one, we'll let you do that.
Yeah.
You know, we're all walking around with staccatos, whatever. But dude, you're
Are
buying
we?
that kind of money.
I walk around with a Gen 3 clock.
You're not buying one of those that you want, you know, somebody that's already
Yeah,
just
scratched Magwell and
Yeah.
fucking no.
And that's why you do business with people that take care of you and be loyal
Yeah.
to them, because they're going to be loyal to you.
100%.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's just
one part of
the
the
way it
problem
is.
with this specific large box store is that at first I was mad about it because it's like, get the fuck out.
Well, we thought they were going to be competing with not only you, but you directly as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which they're not directly, but they are. Like case in point, my last CCW class that just passed, 5 people.
Really?
In between last month and this month, Shields offered 2 concealed carry classes for $49 fucking dollars and had them both filled out with probably 50 people each.
wow.
Wow.
And it's not like you can they're
That's a 2-day course?
it's a 1-day course. They do it
Okay.
all in 1 day. I don't know how they do the live fire. I think they do it at I don't know what the fuck they do. And there are people in our local industry that are fucking running those classes and fucking totally fucking just supporting big fucking cuck box store shit. I won't do it. In fact, we were approached of like, hey, do you maybe want to be one of the concealed carry instructors at Shields? And I was like, fuck no.
Yeah.
Fuck no. Fuck you. Fuck that. Fuck no. I'm not into it. And here's the thing. They have all the same shit you have. Well,
Yeah.
maybe not, but they have
Well, I mean,
a
they have
full on gun store
Yeah, yeah.
and they have a lot of product. The thing that really fucking bothers me is we'll beat any local price.
Yeah, and that's horseshit.
Fuck you.
They don't have to.
They don't
But yet
have
they're
to,
going to.
and they're going to, and that is a deliberate. We want to fucking smash all the little guys.
Yeah.
We don't want you to even have the fucking option to go anywhere else except for here. And for that, people can say, "Oh, I love Shields. Look at how many jobs they've created. Look at they only use local construction companies." I don't give a fuck. Because as soon as they're done doing that and constructing
They're
shit,
done.
all they're fucking doing is killing everyone in the fucking valley.
Short-term interest.
And they're just hiring employees.
I wish Rod didn't have his shit in there, to be honest with you.
Me too, but at the same time, I'm happy for him because I want him to succeed.
I want him to be.
He's
succeed.
in everyone though.
Yeah.
I think he's in everywhere but one gun store locally.
What company
Yeah.
are we talking about?
Aegis.
Oh.
Gun care. And it's nice. I was in Shields with my kid because we like to go there just to walk around. And I have spent money there, undoubtedly. Like my kids see
They
something.
sell Birkenstocks, so we've been there.
Yeah. Right? So when I go there, we're walking through the gun stuff because I walk by every time just to see.
yep.
First of all, their ammo prices are fucking garbage. So fuck all that. But then I walk through and I'm like, oh, there's Rod's fucking. They gave him a whole end cap. They didn't have to. They could have just stuck him with all the other fucking guys.
Yeah.
But
Right.
now he has his own end cap.
No,
that
that's cool.
Faces
I like
the
it,
walkway
for sure.
And it's like, I love Rod, and I want to see E just succeed. I think he's a great man. I think it's him and his wife Shelly are fucking amazing.
They're amazing.
But
And you can't blame him for seeking
I don't, but I would love to
national
see what they
distribution.
squeezed him for margin.
Yeah,
When
I'm
none of
curious.
us are asking
They
him
were
for a deal.
they
I'm
were
sure it's all
actually
under NDA,
no,
but-
they were actually apparently, and well, you could verify this. I won't say. I don't think I know the number specifically, but they were really just like, he said, "This is what it is," and they're like, "Awesome, okay."
Well, that's good.
Oh.
Because that's not how Bass Pro Shop works.
No,
So-
and I will say Shields does a good job trying to get local product in their store, but for everyone who doesn't have local product, you're fucked,
Yeah.
and they're gonna step on everyone's fucking throats.
Well, we had a guy yesterday call, and he's like, listen, I love you guys. Can you I know you guys don't do a lot of hunting stuff. Can you get this gun? Here's what I can buy it for at one of the big box stores here in town. I said, absolutely. I can do the same thing.
That's
He's like,
really cool that
See,
they,
and that's
that
a
they
good
thought
that
to do
customer
that.
gave
right.
us the opportunity.
Right.
yeah,
Even though I'm making $47 on that gun,
doesn't matter.
Doesn't
That's
matter.
Awesome.
I got the opportunity.
Well,
and
and you
I'm
also
grateful.
got the opportunity to.
I'm grateful.
Yep.
That $47, I'm grateful.
Yeah,
Well, not
Fuck
only
yeah.
that, but that it allows you to network with him.
Yep.
For you to show him who you guys are as a
Yep.
pro shop, for who you guys are just as people in general.
I'm glad that he asked.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like,
Well,
hey,
good
I
fucking
can
guy.
get it for
Incredible.
this.
Shout out to that guy.
That's
I know.
incredible.
And they're not dealing with the owner there at Shields, or the
Yeah.
owner's not right there in the back room grinding it out.
well, they're
you
Well, it
know,
was kinda
and-
crazy
it's
because-
employee owned, so technically you're always dealing with
It's,
the owner.
Yeah. No, so Matt took the phone call, or Will took the phone call, and then like, oh, let me see. And then I was like, dude, do it. It's if he's a customer of ours already and he's giving us the opportunity, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We will match or beat anybody's price if somebody actually takes the time to ask us.
Yeah.
Because if you transferred in, I'm charging you $50
Yeah.
minimum.
Sure.
If it's a suppressor, it's $100. You know, and for the Boise store, the other stores are different because obviously there's different things
Different
that go
laws,
in,
different fees, different
yeah.
taxes.
But if you give us the opportunity, I'm going to make it work. If I'm not losing money to do it, I want your business.
Yeah.
But I will match or beat anybody's price in town.
Yeah.
I really will, just to do it.
And amongst smaller businesses,
Especially if it's a big box store.
there's plenty of business to be able to do that without fucking everyone else over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you go to Shields on a fucking weekday at fucking 1 p.m., that parking lot's filled. You go there on a fucking Saturday and it's shoulder to fucking shoulder everywhere.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
thank you.
And they're just,
We got to get our mall built.
we just need, honestly,
Like
we do.
our compound.
Yeah,
you know?
we do.
Yeah.
But also, what really needs to happen is that I just wish there was a way that it's like, if you are not a fucking registered Idaho fucking business, you can go fuck yourself and take your fucking big box store to fucking Utah or wherever the fuck you want.
But you know, look at Cabela's and all these things. It's just that
Fuck those
new
guys.
will wear off, right? They don't have a legitimate pro staff. They might in the beginning.
no, they're all fucking.
You know what I mean?
Well, they were trying to poach a bunch of the pro staff.
They were.
They
from-
were. They were
from
trying to
local
get
pro
people
shops.
from us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that wears off, right? And it might, oh, I work at Shields or whatever. Bro, working at a small mom and pop, there's many more benefits
Yeah.
than anything.
Actual fucking knowledge. They posted something. They did a big shooting demo, like our shooting pro staff team or shooting pro staff professional, something like that. We're all demoing all these guns. And I commented literally on that post, like using the word professional a little loosely here.
I mean, I don't know any of those guys, and like I'm, at an individual level, like I'm sure they're all great, but like,
Sure.
Hey,
but are they
we
really
just-
fucking in the
I
industry?
think what it
They're
comes-
retail employees.
Yeah,
They're
I
not
mean, what-
actually in the industry.
Exactly. I mean, I used to work
Bro,
for
all my employees, they shoot. Like, dude, my staff yesterday, they were all at the range.
They are shooters.
They were
Like,
shooters. They were
yeah.
at the indoor range doing a match, and I'm
When I
kind of
seen
I
'em
feel bad
posting-
for not going. I need to start doing that with my staff.
And you
they're
wanna go do
asking
Monday
for
night?
people.
I'd love
Let's
to do.
go.
We
Let's go
should.
do
We
Monday
should start
night,
doing
next
Monday
Monday.
night, all of us.
Yeah.
I've seen them posting and asking people to come out too.
Yeah.
Their stores like, hey, come out and
Yeah.
join us.
Even
you know?
fucking boys at Havoc. Hey, short notice. We're all going to be there.
Yeah, I
Right.
should have. I'll make sure that I have my gear with me on Mondays.
Let's go.
But going back to the pro shops there and the Idaho business, man, it really comes down to the consumer.
Yep.
Yeah.
They really need to put their money where their mouth is. We need to educate them, man. I see on the forums, hey, where's the best price to get a Trijicon RMR?
Mhm.
And my comment is always your local gun shop, dude. Get it from your local store.
Yeah.
And whether it's not just the gun shop, I mean, going back to being loyal, man, support those that support you, those that stand for good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you get these people that all they're carried about is the dollar, and it's like you're really gonna bend over backwards to save $20. It's not like you're buying it. You're buying this one RMR.
Yeah.
You go buy it from the local shop and it costs you $20 more. Oh, that's gonna break you. I mean, if it's
Yeah.
that much of an expense, maybe you shouldn't be buying it,
Straight up.
right? You know, you need to get
Yeah.
your priorities straight. But two, for $20 I'm gonna keep this shop around that I know I can go in and ask questions to. They got a workbench in the back there and say, hey, can you help me with it? Yeah, no problem, man. We'll knock that off for you. We can throw this on there. It boggles me that everybody, so many people are worried about the dollar
Yeah.
on shit that they're not buying every day. Get pissed over your fucking groceries. Get pissed over your damn auto insurance.
Well, the thing is, people
and
don't go
over your
into
gas.
freaking the grocery store and be like, I want a discount on this milk. They don't go to fucking Starbucks every day and be like, hey, I want a discount on
Every
this
day.
coffee.
For their
Every
750 PSL.
It's like, bro, but they will come in and
Don't
literally think that they can
love 'em.
negotiate with us
Yeah.
at the counter. It's like, bro, our margins are already so small.
Yeah.
And you're a small business.
I'm employing people. Like, I'm trying to run a business. I mean, I'm not for not profit, obviously,
Yeah, we want money.
but
Right.
I want
There's
to
a
fucking
cost
money.
of doing
offer a
business.
discount or a program for your the people that are here monthly.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if they're going to spend money with you on a regular basis, they do get a better deal.
But that's a value
You know-
proposition.
That is
Right.
a value.
You know what I
proposition.
mean?
bro, everybody that buys a gun from me, they buy a serialized item. They get a thank you card, handwritten by the employee that sold them the gun, and they get a $10 off return coupon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every single customer.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is crazy how many people don't bring that card back in.
right.
It's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I mean? There are people that religiously do.
Sure.
They bring that card back in. But we give you a handwritten thank you love letter thanking you for your purchase. And I think it's very important. And we do that at all three stores.
Yeah.
And
That's nice. I get one every year from you guys as like your end of the year appreciation one.
yeah,
I think I've gotten at least 3 by now.
I ain't got shit.
Well, you're kind of the exception to the rule.
it's just, it's the little things, right? Like
Yeah,
we're
it
trying
matters.
to do,
Yeah.
it matters. Yeah.
It
matters.
absolutely matters.
And
So,
like, and
support your local.
Because you're small, you're
Stores.
local, and you engage with your customers directly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're
Oh.
not a nameless, faceless entity to you.
Also, did you guys get my new promotional thing, the text?
Nope.
No.
You guys haven't heard about this? So I remember I was telling you we're going to start taking things a little bit off the social platforms.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're going to handle it ourselves. And we're going to have a text feature now where
Oh,
you can
cool.
actually text us the word join. You can join our mailing list and you'll get all the deals straight to your phone where they can't censor anything.
that's so much better than a fucking email.
Yeah.
Who do you text join to? What's the number? Do you know?
I don't know the number right at the off the top of my head. I think I do actually.
Absolutely.
Is it live now? Or are you guys?
It is live.
It's, okay, because
We're
I
still
seen the
going
posts
through.
and stuff.
We're
on
still
it.
going
Freaking
through.
guy. I'm like, let me plug you. What's your number? I don't know.
Well, that's like when people ask, like, I'll like literally for the CCW class, I was like, all right, guys, and like, listen, like, some of you guys would really benefit from Pistol One, and we have it coming up. And someone's like, what day? And I'm like,
I don't know.
October something.
Soon. Yeah. Soon.
Check our website.
is
Nick's
Pistol-
just looking and shaking his head like, you fucking
Is
retard.
Pistol 2 full?
No, Pistol 2's actually got quite a.
When is
quite
that
a
this
few-
weekend?
It's Saturday. It's a 6-hour class.
Oh,
it's
this is going to be out after that. So
but it's.
We
It
can do
was
both.
a 6-hour class.
yeah.
It went wonderfully.
And it filled up.
And it was full.
Yeah.
No, but we have a few spots left on it, and for that class, since it has such a heavy emphasis on a lot of like fine-tuned weapon manipulations and movement, we didn't want to open up 15 spots.
I think that's
Yeah.
wise.
and
15 was fine for Pistol 1.
yeah, it's
because it's
stationary.
super
It's
static.
Yeah, we'll run 20 in Pistol 1, no problem, because we
Yeah.
do a lot of partner checks.
Do you
a lot
need
of
help
partner
this weekend
drills.
with that?
No, I think we have like 8 or 9 people.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we have
That seems like a good
Yeah.
size.
I might
Yeah.
show up
Yeah, dude, come run it. Come run
if
it.
Sherry doesn't have a hat thing.
Yeah. Yeah. If she doesn't, you're more than welcome to. You know that. You can always step out onto our line anytime. And that goes for all the homies. And going back to like added value for like stuff like that, there for SimShot, we don't really discount shit for anyone at all. But we have specific rules and you ignore them. It bothers me, but that's okay.
What did I ignore?
appreciate it. Homies do not pay market value.
Oh.
Members
Yeah, I ignored 'em.
members always get major discounts, and return customers also get offered discounts if they're continuing to train. Otherwise, when people come in, they're like, oh, well, could like me and my friend split a membership for this much? I'm like, it's a fixed fucking price, bro.
And what is your membership so everybody knows it's listening?
Oh, okay. So
The
we
membership on the website, I learned this yesterday, is not
No,
accurate.
do not go off the website. Our website lady did not end up taking that page down or editing it. We only have 2 memberships. We have Sim Only and Sim Plus. Sim Only is $150 a month with no contracts, no startup fees, no bullshit. You get 4 hours on the simulator plus all the perks of a membership. Sim Plus is stupid. I actually had a person the other day who is a business owner go, you like want to stay in business, right? Like you're not like, are you guys like trying to?
You know,
Oh, he was
business
telling you
of-
you're selling it for too cheap?
you're in
Yeah.
the business
Okay.
of giving shit away.
Yeah. He's like, are you allergic to money? The Sim Plus membership is $200 a month. You get 3 hours on the simulator every month, but you gain access to every live fire class we offer for free. That's part of the
So like the
membership.
class you got coming up this weekend
Wow.
would be included.
Are you
$150 value.
Holy shit, dude!
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, dead serious. And
That
now,
is- if
I
you're
wouldn't.
into
I wouldn't
training-
advertise that.
If you, I wouldn't advertise that either.
No,
Are
it's
you
okay
allergic
because-
to money? You're
because here's the gig also too. We're trying to make sure we never close fully to the public, but we want to be able to be sparingly to the public because we have so
You
many
have this in a
members.
print
members.
form, like in a flyer you can send me for
like on a
Momo?
website or something.
Yeah. We are officially, as of today, about 2 members away from closing memberships,
Really?
That's awesome.
which means we
I
have
gotta get Jordan in on that.
just about as many members signed up as members as we have hours available in the week.
That's incredible.
Now, the flip to that is we should definitely oversell it because some people don't use their memberships.
Sure.
But then there's that one off chance
Where they all show up
where
at once.
everyone wants to sign up and we get a member that says, I can't find a time.
Right.
And I go, oh, fuck. I can't have that.
Well,
I,
I mean, the classroom's
morally-
turning into Sim 2
yeah.
Or extended hours.
or extended hours.
Hire one more body to run those
Yeah,
appointments.
we actually have a friend moving to town who you guys both met, and
Yep.
I think what I'm going to do is proposition him. He doesn't necessarily need to work because of his situation, but I'm going to offer him like, hey man, if you want to work like even 1 day a week, that would make me and Nick be able to actually fucking take a day to breathe.
Yeah.
We're gonna
'cause
do
we're on
the
7 days a week.
We're gonna do the links on our website, on
Yeah.
the new website that we're
Yes.
doing. We'll get you plugged in on there. You're gonna get plugged in, obviously, Combat Absolute. We also need to talk more about getting
Yep.
where we can sell the classes at the register level.
Yeah. Run
To the
those fuckers
customers.
up. But I do want. I know what are we at right now?
We're an hour
time-wise?
20.
We're an hour
Give 'em
20.
10 more minutes or so.
All right, cool. Because we were talking about businesses that
Uh-huh.
are owned by the employees. I want to say that's not inherently
A good thing.
an indicator that it's a good business.
Okay.
All right. So this is a perfect segue into our little Winco
see.
debacle.
Is that a certificate?
This is
Yeah,
a
that's a
cease and
certificate.
desist letter from Winco.
And you framed it. I love it.
Well, here's the thing. They took power away from me and it hurt my ego really bad.
Jeremy does not like to be told no.
I don't, dude. In fact, when I get told no, I like fire people or tell people to fuck off.
You don't have anybody to fire.
In the past,
Okay.
I've been management in all the businesses I've ever done.
Got it.
And people would be like, no, and I'm like, you're fired. Why? Well, because I told you to do something, you said no. It's fucking game over. I'm gonna hire someone who will say yes. Even when like our partnership with the USCCA, we asked them something once, they told us no, and I said, I guess we're going to the NRA then, because people don't tell me people don't tell me no, because what that is me trying to get my business to a specific location, and you have applied a roadblock, so I'm going to walk around that to someone else that will not tell me no. And immediately after that, they're like, yes. What do you need? Because I was dead serious. We like literally in one fell swoop, they told me no once, and we ripped every USCCA thing down off everything. And they came in, they're like, where's all our stuff? And I'm like, fuck you guys. Don't tell me no, period. So I'm a steamroller in business and in my life, right? Here's the thing.
Jeremy's like the most memeable person we have here.
It's true. It's true. But I also just do whatever the fuck I want. And if you're going to fucking hinder that, like you have served zero purpose in my life and you're done.
Yep.
There's no secondary chances. There's no There's no bullshit. Either you're in or you're fucking out. And I'm that way with everything in my fucking life.
If I want your opinion, I'll give it to you.
Whose car are we taking?
Yeah. That's really it.
So tell us what led up to
Yeah,
this. 'Cause
okay,
that's
yeah,
a
give
good
us-
story.
yeah, give us the
This is a
story.
good story.
So when we first opened up 3 years ago, I'm like, man, we need to film something really good and like make a video that kind of shows a little bit about like what we do, but also like, you know, is like kind of engaging. So we had a shout out to Melody. We had a lady shooter that was part of this local community. She lives up in Coeur d'Alene now. Come as an actress, and we decided to make a commercial where it shows a woman kind of being followed by a shady individual in a parking lot,
Out of a shitty store.
and she turns around and a lovely store that we do shop at. I mean, look at my water bottle. Shout out to this business. Anyways, she turns around and draws, and then the camera flips around, and as she draws, she ends up shooting a guy on the simulator. So it was a really smooth ass transition to her using the simulator. And then Nick walks in and goes like, you know, like, countless things can go wrong and blah, 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 blah. And it's just like an advertisement. Like, are you prepared? Like,
Yeah.
come train at
gives
SimShot.
us
it's a
Sham
great,
Wow
it's a great
spill.
video.
It is honestly a pretty cool fucking video.
Yeah, it was good.
And Coleman,
And where can we see this video?
nowhere now, on a flash drive in my fucking drawer. So that video we put up on YouTube, we put up on our website. It was on the homepage. If you've been to our website, you've probably seen it. It was on Instagram, literally every fucking platform. We had it on Google Ads in the past. We did all sorts of shit with it. It had 35,000 views on YouTube.
Nice.
And fucking on July 1st, the mailman comes in and drops something on my desk, and it says it's from Winco Foods. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Weird. I open it, and it is a cease and desist letter. And I'm like, interesting. So I immediately open it and read it and go, what the fuck? And I start freaking out. And I run to my computer immediately to pull up my fucking lawyer's email and email him a copy of it. And I open my email, and there it is. The email.
They like coordinated the delivery.
They coordinated like, dude, 10 minutes after I received this, it was in my email with a cease and desist as well. So I'll just read it.
Sure.
It sounds fair.
It's very aggressive.
It's super aggressive, but also like fucking dude, good for you guys. Got fucking straight pit
Well,
bulls.
they're so big.
They're so big.
That company is huge.
Dear owner/operator, it has come to our attention that you posted a video using Winco Foods trademark intellectual property. This video can be found at the following URL, simshotmeridian.com. You neither requested nor received permission or authorization to use Winco Foods trademark or signage. In fact, you trespassed on Winco Foods private property and shot a video for a commercial, purposely incorporating Winco Foods trademark and signage into your video. Your video intentionally tarnishes Winco Foods trademark and damages Winco Foods reputation. You are therefore willingly infringing and diluting Winco Foods trademark under 17 USC section 101 ET SEQ, whatever the fuck, and are liable for statutory damages for each willful violation. Winco Foods demands that you immediately remove this video above from the internet and that you desist from this and any other infringement of Winco Foods trademark and trademark rights in the future. In addition, you are prohibited from entering Winco Foods property for any purpose other than shopping our grocery store. If we have not received an affirmative response from you within 10 days, which would be July 11th, in saying that you have fully scrubbed the internet of these our requirements, Winco Foods will file a lawsuit to protect its trademark and its reputation. Sincerely, Blowjob McBlowy, Vice President. So here's the thing. SimShot would do the same thing.
Sure.
I will sue the fuck out of someone if they're tarnishing our name,
And you have.
and I have. But like,
You've
it's-
tarnished their name.
I guess. So it's a beautiful, honest. It's great. I put it right on the lobby desk, so if anyone ever wants to come in and see it, it's on the lobby desk. It's for the world to see now
Take your
because
picture with
this is proof that SimShot has made it. All the other fucking firearm instructors in the Valley can act like they're hot shit, but they ain't on the fucking radar for Winco. And we are. What the fuck have you done, bro?
Well, I find it funny they say tarnish their reputation, man. You know,
You're like, there's a parking lot that was available.
It was literally, and here's the circumstance. It was just the closest parking lot to where we are, where we had shopping carts available to us.
Yeah.
And it had nothing to do, like, we didn't even think, like, oh, this could happen in a Winco parking lot. It had nothing to do with that. It was literally just like, oh, here's a parking lot here, got shopping carts. Perfect. And it wasn't like we included like a perfect image of their logo,
but it was visible.
Blurry in the backgrounds, and then like the shopping cart logo you couldn't even see. So it's just the way it fell apart. Now here's the thing. It's fun as fuck when you're the person telling someone to fuck off. It is not fucking fun when a big company comes and whips their dick out and throws it right on your lobby desk and says, "Hey, motherfucker, do this or die."
Rob had that happen, but he won.
And which one?
Which time?
Well, I mean, how many companies are defending Black Rifle as IP?
Oh, well, yeah.
Last time I shopped at a Winco, I came out and the door lock was popped on my truck and my stereo was missing.
That seems about right.
So I don't know what you're tarnishing.
Yeah.
And here's they've done a pretty good job of tarnishing their own name.
And here's
No, we had one of these actually from Boise State University because this guy did a gun for me.
Yeah.
And
I thought it was a great idea at the time.
It was.
man.
I thought we're new here in town. It was in 2020, and we did a gun giveaway, and it just happened to be the Boise State logo, colors.
Bronco colors.
Just
We
so
weren't
happened to
selling
look
anything.
exactly
It was
the
just a
same.
giveaway, and they fucking sent me a cease and desist quicker than shit when they saw it on Instagram.
Yeah, take it all
Oh
down.
yeah. It was the
scrub the
greatest
internet.
thing about it though is a girl at their school won the pistol.
Which honestly, that's great.
Yeah,
It is
You
great.
know.
But yeah, so it hurts. It's hard when you are useless. So I reached out to our lawyer right away. I was like, "Hey,
Right.
this is what I got.
He's like, you're wrong.
This is what I got. This is what's going on. How do I tell them to fuck off? Like,
Yeah.
how do I tell them, fuck
Eat
you,
a
do
bag of
something?"
dicks.
And he goes, "Jeremy, you need to scrub the internet of that video right now. It needs to be done within the hour. And then I will send them everything saying that it's done. But I need you to go do that right now." So I call the website lady frantically. I'm just like, "I need you to delete the homepage. Delete the homepage." And she's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "At least take the video down."
the
Did that.
quality of the video is freaking amazing.
It cost me like fucking $4,000. It was a nice video. Wow. So now we're gonna have to redo the video, re-edit and have them blur out everything, so there's not even like a glowing logo in the background.
Yeah.
Like, so then we can use it. So I confirmed with the lawyer, once it's completely scrubbed of all of their IP, we can absolutely use it, and there's nothing anyone can do.
Yeah.
So I will eventually republish it in a way where it doesn't harm them at all.
Yeah.
So I scrubbed everything, and my lawyer sent an email right away and CC'd me on it saying, like, "You are not to speak to Jeremy again. You are not to contact SimShot at all for fucking anything. All correspondence will be funneled through me." And I was like, "Rand, can I call this guy?" And he's like, "Don't fuck it up." Like, he knows me pretty well. We've been through like a year-long lawsuit together. We talked a lot. He totally knows I'm crass. He's legit told me to shut up before. He said, "Jeremy, shut up." So he gets it. So he sends the email, "Hey, SimShot's complied. This is us affirming that everything is gone. Now you guys need to verify and confirm that you can't find it anywhere because it's gone." All that happened. I decided the next morning when I woke up and I was like, "I'm fucking calling this guy." Right away. Just to be like, I just want to like personally inform you that you have stolen my thunder. You have won this battle.
Maybe size him up a little bit. Sound like a pussy.
He did sound like a pussy, but that's just in the nature. I think most people that tell me no sound like pussies. Dude, fucking Brock Lesnar could literally tell me no, and I'll just be like, "Fuck you, bro." Like, and I'd get smoked. Like, that's just, pussy ass bitch, big ass head looking ass motherfucker. Anyways, so I call him, and I'm like, he answers, and I'm like, "Hey," and I say his name. "This is Jeremy from SimShot," and he goes, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" And I'm like, "Well, it's going." Anyways, and I just went in. I said, "Hey, look, here's the gig. Like, everything is gone. I've complied to every fucking request you guys have. This is fucking squashed, right?" And he's like, If everything's gone, then yes. And I was like, okay, well, everything's gone. And he's like, okay, well, hey, I really appreciate you calling me to tell me that. Thank you very much. And, you know, I'm really sorry. You know, this is just things that happen in business. Like, this has no attack on like you guys. This is just what I do for a living. This is like what we do.
Fair.
And he's like, and I totally understand. Cause I told him, I said, look, we're not trying to fuck with you guys.
Yeah.
You know, at all. Like, period. But he's just like, I don't think that it was truly intentional. You know, it wasn't like you guys like, let's go fuck this company up. And he's just like, and he's like, things like this just happen, man. And, you know, I know it sucks and I don't think it was intentional. And I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to call me and let me know. So we ended up actually being a very fucking nice guy.
Nice.
And he was super fucking cool. And the conversation was totally fine, but I wasn't done. I just wasn't fucking done accepting defeat. So I've been plotting, and I think the verdict is we should send that office that sent this letter a full SimShot swag bag.
That'd be funny.
With like hats, shirts, discount codes, stickers, fucking koozies. I mean, all sorts of shit. But then I was like, that's hella money to just give away to a mega corporation that just said they were going to sue my fucking company out of business.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's the Winco story. I still shop there. Nick ran a protest about it for a while. He's like, fuck that. And then I was like, we really need water here right now. And also we provide snacks for all of our classes that are in-house. And
Yeah.
it's like, the pricing there is just unbeatable. I'm going to go
I
there.
know. My wife shops there. I
And
don't like going.
yeah. And again, SimShop would do the same thing. And we have in the past. And it's so I totally get it. But man, my
Still
ego,
sucks.
it fucking stung so bad.
If you haven't seen the video, like watch it on his hard drive.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I'll show you after this. It's a
Yeah,
good video.
I wanna see it.
But yeah, my ego is severely fucking damaged for this, and it's gonna take a long time to recover. It was not easy.
All right, boys,
right.
we're at an hour 35. So,
Justin,
yeah.
it was awesome having you on.
Yeah,
We'll
man,
do it
thank
again.
you.
Before we break though, plug the company, plug the website, all the socials. Where do we find you?
Well, I appreciate you guys
Yeah.
allowing me to be the guinea pig, I guess.
You didn't break anything. It's good.
Yeah, everything's good. It's
Yeah,
working.
so far so good. See if we break the internet with
As
it.
the cameras
Yeah.
turn off.
Yeah, I was like, we gotta take a note from the Sean Ryan show and like we maybe like get some swag or do gifts for people that come on.
Yeah.
So
Just make sure your gummy bears got shit in them.
How do you know
that's
his don't?
illegal in Idaho.
But yeah, so website's laserbladeengraving.com.
Okay.
All spelled out. Didn't think that out too well. You know, big long fucking word.
It's perfect.
And then the Instagram's Laserblade Engraving 2.0. We've been kicked off a few times.
Zucked.
And yeah. And then we have Laserblade CNC.
Yep.
That we post a lot of the machine work. That's kind of like our backup page.
Yeah.
Cool.
On
And we'll put
there.
the links and everything in the description.
Yeah, we can do it.
I appreciate. Yeah. And then Kimberly started a Cerakote page, Kimmy Z Cerakote, I think, where
Cool.
she's posting some stuff that's not all typically gun stuff either. So she's
Yeah.
really
Awesome.
trying to branch out and do some other spraying, which I'm all for.
Yeah.
Spray all kinds of shit.
And sidebar before we wrap too, like just as like a little extra proof of the pudding, I dropped off 3 SIGs to you recently or something like that, or 2 SIGs, or I dropped
just
off
this last
something.
go around, yeah.
And you've done other stuff for me in the past, but dude, the Zevtech SIG with the M81 camo on it is, dude, I get compliments on compliments. It is fucking a thing of beauty. And then I had my slide cut and ported.
Yeah.
And it shoots like a dream. So quality work.
It is
Yeah.
quality.
So I genuinely mean that. So if you're listening, go get your shit done up. He'll tune it up good.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, she her M81 goes hard. That's
It
one
does
of the
go
ones,
hard.
like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
I wish we had some stuff up in
Yeah.
here, but
Yeah.
it's all right.
Yeah.
People call and ask and like, hey, how's it? That she's got some stuff that she does that is just freaking dialed.
Yeah.
Have a look at the SimShot Instagram. I have pictures of it, but also if you go to Laserblade's Instagram, it's a showcase of all the beautiful work.
Do you still have some of the laser blade stuff in your shop?
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
got a couple guns in there for sure.
So if you want to
Yeah.
go get like an off the shelf laser blade done up gun,
Yep. Or if you want to drop something off, we're a drop off location 7 days a week.
there you go.
And I've got one more ask. So we're going to migrate, like I said before, away from social media, I think,
Okay.
for my platforms. So if you guys want to stay in contact with the shop deals, text JOIN to 916-620-8895. So if you text JOIN, you'll automatically be entered into our email list.
How often can people expect? Like, is it like once a day, once a week?
No, we're not going to spam it. We're going to see. I mean, you could get off there at any time. You can push stop or
Yeah.
text stop and get off there, but probably 3 times a week, unless we're having some flash sale or something brand new comes in that was special ordered last year and it's just now hitting the shelves. We're not going to spam your text, but I think it's the only way really that we can stay engaged with our clients. As we roll out the new website, there'll be a drop ship option on that website, which will be cool because you can just have it directly drop shipped right from the manufacturer.
Yeah. I'll get with Matt too. I know we've been talking about getting an email out to announce the podcast to the customer bases. So maybe we can work on that with your list and then I'll work with Matt this week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Justin, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Really
Thank you,
appreciate
guys.
you coming in.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. It was fun.
That was a good one.
Always.
Yeah. We're going to have to work on it. I'm like, I want to look at you and talk, and I'm like, shit, I got to talk to my microphone. So little logistics, but yeah, no, super excited to have you in here, man. Thank you.
And again, guys, please share, comment, subscribe, download. We're funding this all on our own dimes, right? And I know the audio and the videos, the quality is amazing. We've done a good job with that. So please help us out. Let's go.
Cool. All right, y'all. That's episode 12 in the books.
It's awesome.
We're out.
Out.